drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yelan? Oh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time. Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few. I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea, if you would, and 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies.
Ah! Spies? What spies?
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler.
Oh, so you're tracking down some criminals? They've got some nerve spying on you.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross Mora laundering, to the tune of...
Laundry? What does that have?
In layman's terms. A certain so you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid... And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Teyvat, brings them... Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade. So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine...
Okay, Paimon thinks she gets it now. But if you know what this... You go to the auction, wait for him to appear.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme.
Oh, yeah. No, wait. Even if you track down the goods.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. Tracking down the goods is already complicated enough. They change hands so many so the most logical, you start small. You find someone...
Wait. So you were just...
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch... Those spies just now were his most important agents. The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association. They're under pressure to salvage the situation. So they think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them, but little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her. So, I'm curious how you take to this line of...
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it. Let's do it! But
I admire your selflessness. Let me be the one to look. Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, the Dark Financiers, and I think I know just the... All right, let's start our investigation here.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive. Like I said, we need to start small. If we want to track down the man himself, our best bet is to start with his goods. So right now, finding his stock is our #1 priority. And to do that, locating his hidden strong, which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from...
Huh. Guess so. Paimon can...
It's a lighthouse. Oh, let's hear it. Not too far. The Millilith maintain an impeccable... This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their light, so we should be able to find...
Oh, okay.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging to... Well, I'll... Remember, an... Some good finds. Whatever door this key opens...
Huh. So there really is... What if...
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. People like that are trained not to crack under pressure. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse.
Paimon can just see their smug faces getting away with something like...
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are fresh. So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let... I had a hunch this area... Any ideas? Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't... Given a carrier pigeon's ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of... That certainly sounds plausible. Well, our next...
And nothing out of the ordinary.
That's right. The evidence could be even more well hidden this time. All set? All right.
This must be it! The secret
Well, well. Now, time to test it. I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout.
You got it! This is a good point. Yelan doesn't make mistakes like that.
All right, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting.
Wow! That was fast! You must do that all the time, huh?
Now, we wait. There are countless auctions in Fontaine. We can't possibly. I'll continue to conduct. Once his two lackeys move the goods, we can.
Got it! Wait, and
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose. Not to mention our operation. So let's meet back up at.
Lightning